All right, good morning. Alex Giles here at the WBTV News Now desk with meteorologist Eric Garlick. We just got done with WBTV this morning. Wanted to hop on the streaming platforms and on social media. It is a first alert weather day. You guys have been busy with this forecast.
A lot going on. We've kind of been talking about this for really the past 7 to 10 days.
Yep.
We've been tracking this cold front coming through, kind of circling that with the first alert. Ingredients kind of coming together for an all-day rain, potential for severe weather, some winds gusting 35 to 40 miles an hour. So a lot of stuff to break down, and that's why we issued that first alert weather day for all of those reasons. So
keep people safe, get them ready.
Got to get you prepared. Travel is another fold to this. A lot of people trying to head out for Thanksgiving travel and such today.
That's a good point.
We just got to get that information out and get you to pay attention. So
it impacts everybody because this is one of those days where you're either in like your last days of school or work, or you've already started the holiday vacationing. And if you're starting it this early, there's a good chance you're probably traveling somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to impact a lot of people. This is a big storm. You got snow from the Great Lakes down to severe weather in Mississippi and Louisiana yesterday. So
let me pull it up for you here.
Yeah, for sure. So this is our severe weather risk for today. Level 1 in green, level 2 in yellow, on a scale 1 to 5. And this is for the amount of severe storms that we could see. Not what type of severe weather we could see, not the severity of that, but just the number of storms themselves. So when you have green, you have 1 or 2 isolated severe thunderstorm reports or warnings that are issued because of those storms. A little bit more numerous when you head towards slight and so on and so forth. As you head up toward moderate and high, obviously, severe weather outbreaks possible. So that's kind of what we're dealing with across the southeast. That is going to translate to that level 1 here in the Charlotte area. I think best chances for this going to be south of I-85. Primarily, I think even into South Carolina, based on the latest information. We'll get a new update from National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center this morning here coming up. Really in the next little bit, we should be seeing this map change. And I think our severe weather risk are highest off to the south and east. That's not to negate that we're going to have some 30 to 40 mile an hour winds possible outside of storms, just the system itself producing some very strong winds, so something to keep an eye on. So here's a breakdown of what we're kind of expecting. That first alert weather day for today, heavy rain is likely. Strong winds, strong enough to issue a few severe thunderstorm warnings, will be possible. Tornado threat is on the low side. I think the best dynamics shaping up for that even further south and east than just that severe weather threat. So here's what it looks like on radar.
Look at that.
Love to see it, right?
It's like a beast.
We definitely need the rain, but you can see that snow kind of above that network there, back up into portions of PA, but some heavy rainfall and even the potential for severe weather stretching all the way down toward Florida, Alabama, Georgia, and that's something that we're going to be watching. So let's look at futurecast for us, first alert weather day, and you can kind of see these waves of rain coming through, a little bit of a break in the afternoon, and then as we head into the evening, in overnight period, could see 1 or 2 of these storms. Now, the best chances for that severe weather going to come after that afternoon break. So after about 3, 4 o'clock, then we see that break, and then that line coming through right there is kind of when we're going to see the best chances at having the ingredients come together for a few severe storms. Let's talk about it. Fuel, CAPE, convective available potential energy. Say that 5 times fast. But we'll take it at 2 o'clock. You're looking at the reds, indicating where we do have at least some fuel or some CAPE showing up. Notice how this doesn't really make its way up to the Charlotte area. Now, you need a little bit of CAPE in order for this to materialize, but this is one of those events called low CAPE, high shear. So you don't have a ton of energy, but you have a lot of directional and wind shear that could produce some rotation and produce updrafts strong enough to produce some of these storms and some of these damaging winds. So just because the fuel is on the low side doesn't mean that we're not going to have severe weather, and you can kind of see that peaking overnight into tomorrow morning across the East Coast. Something to watch. But a big thing that we've been tracking really for the last 3 months. It's been 84 days since we've had over an inch of rain here in the Charlotte area. August 29th was that last day. 1 to 2 inches, 2 to 2.5 through tomorrow morning. So things looking good in terms of the drought conditions, at least getting a little bit better. High temperatures for today across the area. Let's make a few stops. A lot of folks traveling. So you can see those 50s up in the Pacific Northwest, Missoula at 41, Vegas at 66, San Jose 71, LA at 80. Looking pretty good across.
Say, no rain out there right now.
No, looking pretty good across most of the country. 53 in OKC, 61 in Houston with some windy conditions. There's that rain and even rain-snow mix as you head toward Green Bay. So a lot of hubs up there. Chicago,
yes.
Detroit. Those are some pretty big airports. So we'll be watching for impacts if you are traveling today via airplane. Just keep in mind, could see some weather-related issues. Up in the Sioux, some snow possible, and down toward Indianapolis, 53. But you can see the rain that's affecting us all the way down to Nashville, Birmingham.
Wow.
Starting to let up a little bit in New Orleans and Miami. Looks like a good place to be, doesn't it? 81 and sunny, 84 and sunny in Tampa, but that rain going to stretch up the East Coast, Charleston, Raleigh, all the way up toward New York, and eventually into Boston and Bangor as we head into Thanksgiving Day. So,
wow.
Big changes coming our way, and we need the rain. But taking a look at the snow, if you want that white Thanksgiving, potentially got to go up to the Great Lakes or even the Northeast. But another system trying to work its way in late next week, showing the potential for some snow as well. So our Thanksgiving forecast here in Charlotte, looking pretty good. Not too bad, right? I'll take 60 and sunny.
I was about to say, all things considered, especially after what we're going to go through today, that sounds marvelous.
Yeah, nice and sunny, 59 degrees, a little bit on the chilly side, but we got that first alert weather day to get through before we head there. Some showers lingering as we head into Wednesday, but Thursday looking pretty good.
I'm about to say, it's so interesting that we had this dry spell for so long. We're getting hit, seems like pretty hard today, and then it looks like another dry spell.
Yeah, kind of drying up a little bit, and really any measurable rainfall after today, pretty much non-existent for the next week or so. But it's that time of year where we typically don't see these big storms coming through and producing a bunch of rainfall. We need the rain. We'll get the rain eventually, just a matter of when.
I was talking about this with Chief Meteorologist Al Conklin yesterday. This doesn't have too much of an impact on drought conditions. It's not like it will be completely eliminated, right?
No, definitely won't be completely eliminated. It takes a long time for droughts to develop.
Yep.
It takes a long time for droughts to get mitigated.
Makes sense.
So it's going to take a little bit of time. I think we need about 3 to 5 inches of rain in order for us to eliminate the drought. So this is going to put a big dent in it. I think we'll get rid of the exceptional and maybe for sure severe, but exceptional drought coverage. I think that'll be eliminated after we can get this rain registered in the system and have everybody look at things.
So great news for the grass and the trees for folks who are really worried about the foliage in the yards.
Well, even water levels, you know, Lake Norman, Catawba River, all of them running exceptionally low. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of years since they've been this low. So the rain will definitely help all of that.
One more thing, and then I'll let you go. I know you guys mentioned the severe weather risk that's possible for later today. This would be the time where I guess you'd advise folks that, hey, if you do have something that you want to get cleared up, whether it's patio furniture or maybe there's some limbs that you're like, I'm not sure about that. This is the time to take action. Right?
Yeah, and as I mentioned too, without even the severe storms coming through, you're going to have winds gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour. So any of those loose items, if you put out the Christmas decorations, you might want to make sure those are taped down. Yeah, do whatever you got to do to keep them from flying away. So
goodness gracious. Well, Eric, we appreciate the update as always. I know you guys are working hard today.
Yeah, of course. Big day today with it being a first alert weather day. We're going to have a couple of these periodically, probably one more in the morning and then a couple in the afternoon. We're going to be streaming our coverage for the storms, so we don't have to interrupt the news programming. We'll have this wherever you're watching us. You can tune in this afternoon while the storms are going on, while we have news. So giving you everything you need to know.
Watch WBTV on the streaming services online as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Download that WBTV First Alert Weather app. Eric, thank you, man.
Of course. Thanks for joining me.
Absolutely. Have a safe day.